Good to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Julius Randle.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Johnson is out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Williams in at small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like for coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
Now here's Russell. He just could not put it together in that loss to Minnesota. Williams finds Russell. Claxton a screen on Conley. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Russell, no good. Conley against Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards, the 17-footer, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from him. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Russell to pass to Johnson. Now here's Claxton. Pass to Russell. Williams on the wing. McDaniels covering. Williams' shot is good.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Conley against Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Outside McDaniels. Picked by Gobert. Puts up a 3. Randle outside. The 3 is up. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Williams finds Russell. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Claxton. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
It's blocked by Gobert.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Johnson a screen on McDaniels. Williams, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Minnesota in the lead. Conley passes to McDaniels. And here's Randall. Outside Conley. Randall outside. Here's Edwards. Claxton with a rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Johnson passes to Russell. Here's the 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Johnson with a bucket.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see the highest scoring teams over the last 10 games. 5th best, Minnesota.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Nets on D. And stolen by Claxton. Here's Russell.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
Tell you what, guys who can shoot it and pass it like Russell, always of great value to the rotation.
And both free throws good for Russell.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Conley against Russell. Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it, looking to end the run. And good! There's another!
For this franchise, he's now tied the record for most points in a single season.
That tells you all you need to know about him offensively. He's ultra savvy and ultra skilled. Edwards against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And Gobert with a block. Edwards against Johnson.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
First free throw is good. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randle has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 4. Pass to McDaniels. Now Randall. Clock at 6. Randall draws the double. McDaniels from long range. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Johnson inside, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Russell, takes the 3. Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Outside, Williams. Claxton a screen on Randall. High arcing shot. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Nick Claxton, and Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
And Minnesota making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. That one's no good. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Now here's Randall. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Out to DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. It's a tie ball game.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
And they're one of the top 5 rebounding teams in the league. They put in a lot of work down low. They're an intimidating team when they're attacking the boards.
And you pointed out, they are 3rd in blocks. So this is a defense you need to hit jumpers against. Scoring in the key is not easy. Here's Russell. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Outside Johnson. And it's off from 3-point range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Conley passes to Edwards. Soft touch off the glass. Edwards has got 8.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
To the middle. Here's Claxton, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Pass to Gobert. Johnson against Randall. Picked by Gobert. The 3 is up, and that's good. Randall for 3. And now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Johnson on the wing. They need this. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Randall, pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Nets trail by 4. Now here's Russell. Pass to Johnson. Claxton a screen on DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Back to Russell. Up and over Conley. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Guys, that was really nice work mixing in this shot. When Russell is squared up and shooting with confidence, which is most of the time, he can bury it.
Now here's Gobert. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. Rejected by Claxton.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Gobert. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself. Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And let's pause for a moment to recognize the teams with the best three-point shooting. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Pass to Russell. Outside, Williams. Back to Russell. Williams finds Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Williams. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Russell. Alexander Walker, the pass to McDaniels. Down low. Here's Gobert. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. To the left side wing. Over to the wing. Sharp, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Russell. Here's Sharp. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Now here's Russell. True on the 14-footer. Russell's got 6.
Looking good, D'Angelo. Very smooth in your motion.
Randall, left side. Back to Daniels. Out to DiVincenzo. To the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by DiVincenzo. 6 points for him.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside, Williams. There's a screen. To the paint. Pass to Russell. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead, up by 6. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's McDaniels, then there's Naz Reid, and it's Clark in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
The free throw drops for Clark. And Clark drops them both. Nets trail by 8. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. Counted from distance. Williams has got 9.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Now Alexander Walker. Yet to see a basket. It's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. Here's Lewis. DiVincenzo covering. Here's Wilson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
One shot. Wilson.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And that one misses.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Reed can't hit.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Lewis. DiVincenzo covering. Lewis passes to Wilson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
And teams are shooting a high percentage against them. They seem to put much more energy into their offense than their defense. That's something that needs to change.
Minnesota leading by 5. Here is DiVincenzo. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Reed against Sharp. Clock at 6. Good D by Sharp. Nets trail by 5. Here's Wilson. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Inside, here's Williams. Outside Sharp, lets it go from deep. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Williams against McDaniels. Here's Alexander Walker. The rebound by the Nets. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Now here's Williams. He's got 9. Pass to Sharp. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Here's McDaniels. That one's off. He's 1 for 6. Nets trail by 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Got it. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's just so hard to check. I mean, he can turn you one way, then use the spin move, put you in the cycle, and then make you look like a washing machine.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. Alexander Walker with it. Williams defending. McDaniels finds Clark. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Anthony Edwards.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And that one misses. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Martin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Watford comes in for Wilson. Good on the second one. Nets trail by 4. Martin outside. Pass to Watford. Here's Clowney, guarded by Miller. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Lewis, off target from outside. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Alexander Walker, the pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Clark. Fires the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Martin with the ball. And that one is stuffed right through.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And here's Clark for 3. Minnesota again missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Clowney, good. And it's all knotted up.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Watford covering. Clark outside. Reed sets a screen. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the 3-pointer goes. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence going right up with the shot.
Here's Clowney. DiVincenzo with a steal. Pass to Clark. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. Watford outside. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander Walker. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for Clark. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Clowney. Dillingham's checked in for Alexander Walker. In terms of two guards, these guys are putting in the work on the glass. In the third spot, Anthony Edwards.
And it's not easy to be a great rebounder as a two guard. You've got so many duties to take care of on the floor, and these fellas, they do their jobs and then some.
And that's why it takes that unique combination of agility and instincts to make your way onto that list. Those guys have a terrific balance of the physical and mental aspects of the game.
Now here's Johnson. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Here's Claxton. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. And Martin comes to help. Out to DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Love the pass from Reed that time. These guys love playing with him.
Nets trail by 6. Watford the pass to Claxton. Johnson with it. Watford right side. Now Claxton. Outside Johnson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Johnson's got 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Dillingham, no good. Nets trail by 5. Martin, left side. Pass to Watford. Over Dillingham. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Now here's DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game. Edwards, a pass to Reed.
On the inside, Reed's got a deep bag that he can go to. I mean, he's a hard guy to cover.
These are his first free throws of the game.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And he makes a first.
I like the fact that Reed is pretty crafty. He's got a good understanding and feel for the game. I mean, he makes plays, especially around the hoop, that other big men can't.
And so Reed nails them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Russell against Conley. Russell to pass to Williams. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Johnson passes to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. Launches it from deep. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. Edwards against Johnson. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Williams against McDaniels. Screen by Claxton. Williams from long range. The shot comes out.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Outside Conley. To the inside. Here's Reed. And he banks in the layup. Reed's gotten 4 this quarter.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
To stop the drought. And it's finished off by Russell as he lays it in. Russell's got 8.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Conley. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
4th team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Number 2, Mike Conley.
First one falls for him.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. And Conley drops them both.
Tell you what, Conley may not be in his prime from an age standpoint, but I tell you, he is still tremendous as a floor leader, general, and he's a stabilizing presence on this team.
Now here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Pass to Russell. Launches it. Minnesota with the rebound. Randall deciding where to go with it. Outside McDaniels. 3-pointer. Drops in the 3. 5 points in the game.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
Pass to Claxton. Outside, Williams. Here's Johnson, guarded by Edwards. Now Russell fires from deep. And that's his 4th bucket in 9 attempts.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Conley against Russell. Conley passes to Edwards. Shoots over Johnson. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Down low. Here's Claxton. And down it goes. 2 points.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Russell against Conley. Picked by Gobert. Conley goes in. Tries it from the top of the key. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Johnson. Again, the net score.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Randall. Over Johnson. And it's Randall that time on the assist by McDaniels. Randall's got 9 points.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Here's Russell. Can't hit from the elbow. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Yeah, these two are getting after it. They're working overtime to be the guy. They've got each other fired up.
It's almost like they're playing their own game of one-on-one. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Minnesota leading by 7. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Johnson. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Outside Johnson. There's a screen. Outside Johnson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota shooting a nice 50% for the game. Oh, got that one up quick. He has 7.
He can score from anywhere, whether it's pulling up or driving the lane. McDaniels is up to the task.
Johnson finds Russell. The shake. And it's good on the lay-in. Russell's got 13.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And he lobs it up to the Gobert. Goes up and brings it down.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
Nets trail by 12. Pass to Claxton. To the middle. Russell, that's good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Gobert. Give him 8. Edwards for 3. Edwards on target.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but sure looked good there.
Johnson on the wing. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Edwards. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Right side McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Johnson. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard, now that we're into the second half of the season, these are the teams that have been grabbing steals and converting on the other end. 5th best, Minnesota.
Their enthusiasm on defense since the break has been fun to watch, making plenty of trouble for the offense and reaping the rewards on the other end.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Edwards for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
And overall, you like what they've done on the offensive glass, extending possessions. They're top 10 in second chance points.
And with the perimeter game, it's one thing to hoist up a bunch of threes. It's quite another to sink them at a high clip. Some terrific shooters on this team. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Just doing it solo. Love seeing McDaniels grab that steal and take off and convert.
Here's Claxton. And the layup is good off the glass.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Edwards with it. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Johnson. Now here's Russell. Johnson a screen on Conley. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Johnson for 3.
So the mixture of power and balance really makes Randle a threat defensively.
Down low. Edwards, no good. Nets trail by 18. Here's Russell. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Conley passes to Randle. Outside McDaniels. Floats one. Randle can't hit. And Williams has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Russell. To the inside. Claxton. The kick out to Johnson. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Johnson's got 13 now.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Conley, a screen on Johnson. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Here's Randle. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
And the free throw, no good. Nets trail by 15. Inside. The shot by Johnson, no good. Conley looking for an opening. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for Conley. And Conley drops them both. Nets trail by 17. Outside Johnson. Back to Russell. Double team on Russell. For 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. McDaniels passes to Conley. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Johnson.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Williams. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Minnesota with the ball. They lead by 14. Now Conley. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to McDaniels. To the paint. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Conley just keeps producing. He's the ultimate professional.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. The Timberwolves making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Wilson comes in for Johnson. So he gets them both. Nets trail by 16. Pass to Claxton. Conley against Russell. Back to Claxton. Randall with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Randall's got 16 points now.
You know, guys, Randall is simply a beast on the offensive boards.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Wilson. And here's Claxton, defended by Gobert. 5 on the clock. And there's the screen. Here's Russell. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. McDaniels with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. Offensive board. Back to Daniels. Outside, DiVincenzo. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. 11 points in the game.
Hey, hard to get upset at the defense. DiVincenzo just making a tough shot look elementary.
Williams finds Russell. Back to Williams. From the high post. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Gobert. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. McDaniels from long range. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Williams passes to Claxton. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. Brooklyn shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker in for Conley. And a change for the Nets. Lewis is checked in for Williams. And that one misses.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Defense right on him. Misses from close range. Nets trail by 18. Pass to Wilson. Here's Clowney. Russell from outside. He buries it from 3. Russell's got 9 points now in the second half.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
Now here's Randall. He's got 16. Wilson grabs the board. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field in the third quarter, 8 of 16. Outside Russell. Pass to Lewis. And here's Russell. Here's Wilson from deep. The shot no good. And here's Clark. Right side, Alexander Walker. Randall outside. No good on the 3. Nets trail by 15. Inside, here's Clowney. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Clowney's gotten his second bucket.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Claxton with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Here's Reed, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Shot clock at 6. From the elbow, count the basket. Reed's got 6 points.
Naz Reid is a very good shooting big.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Outside Sharp. Back to Russell. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
The first free throw is good. Minot's checked in for the Timberwolves. And both free throws good for Russell. Minnesota leading by 13. Outside, DiVincenzo. From downtown, Brooklyn pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Wilson passes to Lewis. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Pass to Wilson. Outside Russell. He shoots. And that's good for 2. Russell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
DiVincenzo, pass to Alexander Walker. Now Reed, guarded by Sharp. Reed can't hit. And the Nets with possession here. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Down low. Here's Sharp. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And Clark gets it to go on the assist by Reed. Reed's got 3 assists in the game.
One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
DiVincenzo against Russell. Pass to Lewis. Let's go with a three. No good. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Minnesota. They lead by 13. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Garza in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
DiVincenzo against Martin. DiVincenzo, pass to Alexander-Walker. Reid with it. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Reid. Clowney pulls it in. Nets trail by 12. Pass to Lewis. Sharp with it. Here's Clowney from behind the arc. Offensive rebound. Sharp. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting the ball at 48% so far. Left side, Alexander-Walker. And that one drops.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Martin. Sharp passes to Wilson. Sharp, a screen on Clark. Back to Sharp. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
DiVincenzo, pass to Clark. Back to DiVincenzo. Top of the key. Rebound Brooklyn. Martin outside. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To the inside. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Some changes for Minnesota. Ingles comes in for Garza, and Dillingham subbed in for Clark. And the Nets also making a change. Watford's checked in. Here's Alexander-Walker. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Drives to the hoop. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Lewis. Off target with the 3. Minnesota leading by 10. Pass to Dillingham. Now Reid. Shot blocked. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Miller's checked in for Ingles. And the Nets making a change here. Five to shoot. Outside, Alexander-Walker. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Pass to Beekman. Here's Lewis. Puts up a deep three. Brooklyn, no good that time either. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Reed, good.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Right wing. Watford, right side. Martin, the pass to Watford. Here's Lewis, covered by Alexander Walker. Fires in the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Miller. Pass to Alexander Walker. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Beekman. Here's Lewis. Lets it fly. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Sharp's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
DiVincenzo with it. Left side Reed. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job by Reed there, getting the defense off balance a bit and drawing the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Reed nails them both. And Russell's got the ball here for the Nets. Outside Johnson. Inside. To the paint. Here's Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he knocks down the first one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gobert's checked in. And Williams drops them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Edwards with some muscle.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Randall against Johnson. Left side, Russell. It's not going to go for him. Conley with some nice D. Edwards with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Edwards, a pass to Randall. Offline with a 3. Nets trail by 12. Pass to Johnson. There's the triple. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. the Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Edwards, plenty of space. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 12 points in just the second half. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Outside Johnson. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Randall. And here's Edwards outside. Sinks the tray. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
Now Claxton. To the middle. Williams passes to Claxton. Russell with the ball. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. 1 shot. D'Angelo Russell.
They've definitely made free throws look easy here in the second half.
Minnesota leading by 12. Conley passes to Edwards. Shoots over Johnson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Now here's Russell. Over Conley. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. And that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Randall against Johnson. Back to Conley. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Here's Russell, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without foul.
First one falls for him. He makes 1 or 2 that time. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Conley, covered by Johnson. Edwards for 3. They get the rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. That gives him a double-double in this one.
The 7-footer plus Rudy Gobert goes up and makes it hurt coming down.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Now here's Johnson. Outside Johnson, launches a 3, drills it from deep.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Pass to Gobert. Edwards against Russell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Russell.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
makes the first.
Hey, when they get chances at the line, they make you pay. Their free throws have helped support this lead.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Claxton. With the teardrop. No luck on that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Now McDaniels. Conley passes to Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Randall's got 10 points here in the second half.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Here's Russell. And a nice finish on the layup.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Russell against Conley. Yep, that one goes. Russell's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
The Timberwolves shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Edwards, no good. Nets trail by 11. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. And yep, it's good. Russell's got 36 points.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
Timberwolves shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Randall outside. Johnson against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. And here's Edwards outside. Hits the three-pointer. Edwards has got 35.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Johnson. Knocks it down from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's McDaniels. Edwards for three. Claxton with a rebound. And Russell's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Edwards comes with a double team. Johnson finds Williams. Johnson passes to Williams. Down low. And it's Russell. That time on the assist from Williams. Russell's got 38 points. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
From 9 feet, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
That's another board, and he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
So it's Minnesota picking up the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.